Thanks for listening to English Go Podcast. If you'd like to listen without adverts, read episode transcripts, or listen to extra bonus episodes, please check the description for more details.
Hi there, this is Kendra Adachi, and I host the Lazy Genius podcast. And I need to make sure that you have heard about the new KFC chicken nuggets. You have never had nuggets like these before, 100% white meat and hand-breaded in KFC's original recipe. KFC has been a family favorite for years, and now we can get all of the delicious KFC flavor we love in one amazing chicken nugget. Order new Kentucky Fried Chicken Nuggets, now available at participating KFCs near you.
Oh my goodness. When I came to upload the last episode, I realized that I think I'd missed 2 whole weeks worth of episodes out. And I didn't even know how it happened. In my mind, I thought I'd missed 1 week because I'd been so busy with the moving. But somehow I'd missed 2. I don't know. It really has been that crazy, to be honest. Just all the things we've been trying to think about to get the move sorted out, and oh wow. But yes, I do apologize for that, and I'll be doing some extra weekend episodes for you. Well, I still haven't sorted out the problem with the echo. I think it's worse. I've moved into a slightly different position this time. But yeah, it sounds worse to me, but I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'll try another room next time and see if that makes it any better. But anyway, I've been so busy today that I haven't had time to tell you about the cherry blossom trees in Japan, because it is the first time that I've seen them in Japan. I've been here, I think I mentioned a while ago. This is my sixth, I can't even say sixth. It's really hard to say. I don't know if you have trouble with things like that, but I certainly do. 5th is okay. 3rd is fine. 1st, 2nd, great. 6th, I just can't say it. So excuse me, but this is my 6th time in Japan. And the 5 previous occasions that I've been here, they were all maybe summertime or wintertime, but I've never been here in the spring before, so I've never had the opportunity to see the cherry blossom trees blooming. This year I did. And wow, I've been quite surprised, to be honest. Before, I sort of wondered, what was the fascination? Why are Japanese people so interested in cherry blossom trees? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're very pretty. In my parents' back garden, they have a cherry blossom tree, and it comes out, every March, sort of end of March, April-ish. And it's nice, and we all enjoy looking at it. But there's no one goes crazy over it. People don't go outside and start sitting under cherry blossom trees and having a little picnic under them or anything like that. But now I understand why. I didn't. There's something about the trees, the cherry blossom trees, that are different to the ones that we have in England. So I would say the ones that I have seen in England are always a lot darker. The pink colour is a lot darker, and the petals are a lot more full. There are a lot more petals. It's like a big sort of flower head. But over here, the colour is a really faint pink, a sort of weak pink, but weak in a nice way, in a sort of gentle way. And the petals, I think there's just about 5 of them or something. And the whole, the flower, the head of the flower looks really delicate. And when it sort of blooms in these bunches on the tree, it looks very decorative. It looks very, I don't know how to describe it. Very beautiful, very pretty, I guess. But yeah, something different about it. It almost looks like fireworks sort of stuck on the tree. I don't know. That makes no sense, but It looks like someone has decorated it on purpose, like put them in on the tree on purpose to make it look pretty. But I think what's maybe another thing different about the cherry blossom trees I've seen in England is that they always have leaves. So it looks like a tree with flowers, whereas in Japan, cherry blossom trees look like a tree but no leaves, and so you can just see the flowers. So it's a lot more like, I wouldn't say sparse. So it's not dense, it's sparse, you know. You can, I don't know how to describe it. I'm doing a really bad job here. But maybe looking at pictures would help. But having said that, I've seen pictures of cherry blossom trees many, many times before in Japan. And it was only when I looked at them myself, you know, with my own eyes, that I realized how different they were and why people like them so much. Anyway, so I've been enjoying them when I go to my local park. There are a lot of cherry blossom trees in that park. They're everywhere. And there's this one sort of like road you can walk along, and it just got cherry blossom trees on each side, like in a row, all the way along. So you can walk sort of like under the branches as you're walking along this road. Very pretty. And we've also been to I was going to call it like a festival. Was it? I don't think it was a festival. It sort of looked like one. So there's this place with so many cherry blossom trees. I almost can't believe how many there were. And as well as the cherry blossom trees, they have all of these stalls selling food. And it was raining on the day, which was a bit of a shame, and it was a bit muddy in the end, but it was really nice. I mean, it was just when you see that many of these trees all together, it's really stunning. You know, it's really something special. So I really enjoyed that. It was just amazingly beautiful. And I've never seen anything like that in England. I'm sure we must have something like that somewhere, where there's some kind of garden or like a park, and someone has planted loads and loads of cherry blossom trees. So maybe you can get a similar experience. But yeah, that was really nice, and I enjoyed that. And we had some food. We bought some food whilst we were there. And yeah, it was a nice day out. It's the 8th of April as I record this. I can say 8th. That's okay. It's just 6th. Ooh, that wasn't too bad then. Anyway, it's the 8th of April as I record this. And by now, most of the cherry blossom trees have lost their petals. Not all. There's different varieties. Some of them bloom very early, like a week or two before all the others. Then sort of most of them bloom. I mean, it depends on the year as well, and how warm the year is and things like that. So I don't know, but let's say around like end of March, beginning of April time. But now most of them have lost their petals, but there are some that are still hanging on. There are still some that have like a very nice, you know, full bloom still, lots and lots of petals. So I guess they're just the ones that bloom later, or maybe they're a different species, a different type, and their petals last a bit longer. But yeah, it's almost over now, cherry blossom season. But it's been nice actually seeing it ending too, because I was sitting in the park, and I was sitting on a bench by this like a grass lawn. What do you want to call it? Like sort of like a field, like a big grassy area, right? And it's surrounded with cherry blossom trees. And it was a bit windy, and the petals were falling down, and there were so many petals, like falling down, like thousands and thousands when the wind was blowing. And it looked like snow. It really did. Like a snow blizzard, but out of petals. So that was really nice to see as well. But yeah, the weather's changed as well. I've noticed a change in the weather. It definitely feels like spring. There's something different about it. There's some sort of like warmth that you can sometimes feel in the air. You can feel it's slightly more humid maybe than before. And actually, something else is it's a lot more cloudy than it was before as well. I mean, in the winter, we had it rained very, very rarely, and clouds, I think for the first month or two, I don't remember even seeing them. It was just sun, sun, sun all the time. It was cold outside, like, it'd be like 0 when you wake up in the morning, and it would get a bit warmer later, like 8 or something, 8 degrees Celsius. But it was strong sun, and so you could go out and it was still quite nice. But like the temperature's a bit warmer now, the average temperature, but because the sun's not out, because there's clouds sometimes, it feels a bit colder than it did in winter, which is weird. I was sitting in the park thinking like, I think I have to go home now because it's a bit cold. But when I was sitting there in winter, I was quite warm, so weird. Strange weather, not like England at all. But anyway, yeah, it's been amazing seeing the cherry blossom trees, and now I understand why they're so popular, and also so popular with tourists. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to this podcast, and my apologies for missing out those couple of weeks. Like I said last episode, I will be making it up to you by recording some extra episodes for you to give you some extra listening practice. And if you subscribe to the Patreon page, then I will, of course, be uploading some extra, transcripts, that's the word. I'll be uploading some extra transcripts to go with those extra episodes for you. So don't worry about that. Right, until next time, I hope your English studying is going great. Right, bye-bye.
Hi, this is Kendra Adachi from the Lazy Genius podcast, and I am so excited that the new KFC chicken nuggets are here. You have never had nuggets like these before. 100% white meat, hand-breaded in KFC's original recipe, and absolutely delicious. They have become a go-to favorite the kids love to fight over, and I hope they make dinner easier and more fun for you too. Order new Kentucky Fried Chicken nuggets, now available at participating KFCs near you.